My name is Amber Thompson, and until I was 24, I lived in a quiet suburb of Oklahoma City, where life followed a schedule: school, church on Sundays, and a part-time job at the local coffee shop on weekends. I was the eldest of three sisters, and my parents always saw me as a role model: responsible, obedient. In school, I dated boys, as everyone did, first Tom, then Josh. These weren't real relationships, more like a routine: movie dates, the occasional kiss, talks about college. I thought that was how it was supposed to be: find a husband, build a house, raise kids. But inside me, there was always a faint, elusive spark, one I didn't dare to fan into a flame. After school, I enrolled in a local college for a marketing degree, though I dreamed of more. At 22, I earned a scholarship and moved to Chicago to study at a university and intern at an advertising agency. The city overwhelmed me: the noise, the skyscrapers, the crowds. It was there I first encountered diversity, different cultures, perspectives, ways of life. And that's where I met her, Layla Carter. She was 26, working as a senior designer at the same agency where I landed my internship. Layla was tall, with short black hair and striking green eyes that seemed to mirror her soul. She always wore bright scarves and laughed in a way that made everyone around her smile. Our first interactions were work-related. She reviewed my projects, offered advice. Layla taught me to experiment with colors and fonts fearlessly, and I admired her confidence. We started having lunch together, first in the agency cafeteria, then at small street cafes. She shared stories about her life, growing up in San Francisco, how her mother, an artist, taught her to find beauty in the little things. Layla was open yet never pushy, and I felt at ease with her, like I was home. One night, after a long workday, we stayed late to finish a campaign for a client. When it was done, Layla suggested a walk along the Lake Michigan shoreline. A cold wind blew off the water, and she lent me her scarf. We stood by the railing, gazing at the city lights, and she said, "Amber, you're too hard on yourself. Give yourself a chance to be you." Her words struck a chord. I realized I looked forward to our time together more than I should. Her voice, her laugh, even the way she adjusted her glasses, it all started to mean something to me. But I panicked. In Oklahoma City, no one spoke openly about such things. I was raised with the belief that love was only between a man and a woman. I tried convincing myself it was just friendship, even when on a date with a guy from college, but every outing felt hollow, like an echo in an empty room. At night, I lay awake, dissecting my feelings. What if I was wrong? What if this was real? The turning point came at Christmas. Layla invited me to her place, a cozy apartment with a view of the park. We baked cookies, listened to jazz, and decorated a tree. At one point, she accidentally dropped an ornament, and we both laughed. She took my hand to help me up from the floor and looked into my eyes. "Amber, I see how you're struggling. You mean a lot to me." I froze. My heart raced, but in that moment, I knew I loved her. Not as a friend, but as someone I wanted to be with. I told my parents about it over the phone a week later. Mom stayed silent, and Dad said he needed time. It hurt, but Layla supported me. We started dating, walks in the park, museum visits, cooking together. She taught me to ice skate, though I fell repeatedly, and we laughed until we cried. I noticed people staring sometimes, but with Layla, I felt strong. Over time, my parents came around. Mom even visited Chicago, and though it was awkward at first, we talked. She said, "If you're happy, that's enough for me." My sisters supported me too, and friends from Oklahoma City gradually adjusted. I started a blog about my journey, which helped me connect with others like me. Becoming a lesbian wasn't a choice for me, it was a discovery. I didn't plan to fall for a woman, but Layla became my destiny. We hug like in that photo I took last year, me in my favorite beige sweater, her in a black coat, our smiles full of warmth and understanding. Today, October 2nd, 2025, at 11:13 a.m. Eastern European Summer Time, I woke up beside her and realized, I'm home.